Looks like I'm trying again. Okay, it looks like I'm trying again to try to see if I can play Mechabellum. I haven't played it before. My playing Apex is not working today, so I'm going to try Mechabellum. I don't know why my keyboard's not working inside of Apex. I'm going to try to figure that out some other day. I haven't played this game. I usually play. I've played these type of games before. I'm a big fan of StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 1. Played some other games by. Um, I did like EA's game. The Command and Conquer series, General Zero Hour was a big fan of. Played that a lot. Played a lot of other games by EA on, but I was a big fan of. I always wished that StarCraft 2 had captured and hold that EA Command and Conquer Generals had, because I played my brothers and it was fun to capture their shit and take their shit over, you know. But anyway, this is Mechabellum. It's on Steam. Um, this is my second broadcast for today. Might have not changed the last part of my broadcast. It might say Jay's messing with me. I don't know if he is. It might be somebody else, but he's listed. If you look in the database in California for certain things, he's listed in one of those databases. He and this other guy named Adam, I have problems with. Okay. Um, let's go back and look at this real quick. Um, Searching the display capture. This is Humble Bundle. Uh, Humble Bundle's on their 15th year. I'm trying to get Humble Bundle to maybe go and get games, books, software, and other than games, books, and software, I'd love them to have uh, uh, um, music, like music from musical artists, and things like hardware, maybe, and spiritual stuff, maybe, or something, or physical, spiritual, yeah. Like, instead of just the three categories in software, you see a lot of music, but it's for game making software. It's not made for like people to listen to music. And they do have games, and they do have books. And I love their book selection. I am having problems right now with Housinger, trying to get my Housinger stuff up. I got a lot of return to sender on my emails. Don't know what's causing that. And then I do have my problems right now with my migration of my websites. Looks like these websites aren't being migrated. I can try reset to see if um, still saying migration problems. I think. Let's see. Yep, still migration problems. And these were just copies of the websites that were the same copies of these two, and the migration should have worked. It was copies off of exact hosting. Maybe exact hosting causes the migration problem. It wasn't performance. It wasn't its first data or performance. You know, it did work fine on Cloud First though. You know, on performance, and before that, certified hosting. And this is the DNS checker. This is my email on Google Mail I use, it's associated with my YouTube accounts. This is my Amazon, having problems getting Amazon to log in. I'm also having problems getting onto Facebook. This is my Michael Gulde. This is EA. I'm using stuff on Steam right now. I should be on Steam powered, I guess. This is ESPN. The France and Spain, looks like Spain won the fight for the FIA World Cup, and it's waiting for England and Argentina to play today. And this is Netflix. I just recently purchased Netflix via a card from a gift card. And this is Hulu. Hulu, not Hulu. This is Disney Plus, and now they have merged with Hulu. So Hulu and Disney Plus are now together. They're Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. You can buy the ESPN, and then I also have the package that is working with um, the so this package is supposed to be Disney Plus, Hulu, and um, the The package was supposed to go in with them and the HBO Max. This is my main website on Spacesbox.com. I do have a website for MichaelGuldeLive. It's currently down, and that's this channel. I do have a channel, the website what's currently down for Simracing with Michael. It's currently down, and Heart Institute for Care is currently down. Those three websites were the ones that I'm waiting for Horse and Jordan to fix. Maybe I may be moving from Horse and Jordan somewhere else. It may be owned by Adam, who unfortunately is on one of those lists here in California, and he has issues with me, and maybe Jay too. I don't know if that's how they invest their money. I don't know how they invest their money. I do have no money, and I'm on disability, and I may know people in this other dimension that's been helping us and fighting for us. We're at war. It might be this very dimension we're in. Yeah. So if you see New York or something get plastered, I'm sorry. We've been asking the president to help us. He doesn't want to. The only countries that are helping us, I think, are Japan, and I think now we have Japan and we have Israel, maybe, and some other countries. And there it is, multiplayer. It looks like on this, so I can play multiplayer. I've never played this. This is my first time to play it, so I'll play a solo. I'll do practice and see if I can actually learn how to play it. Don't know how to play it. I'm going to play normal, and I'm going to say Rally Town. Yeah. And see if it works. Don't know if the sun's working or not. It's working for me, but it's on the wrong thing. So I'm going to try to see if I can fix that. Looks like Jay's been playing with my shit again. Jay, you playing with my shit again? You should. Are you remotely in my machine right now through that URL that on my phone? Yeah, maybe that's how you get in, or maybe you're getting in through some government way. Like through Microsoft. I've had some problems with Microsoft accessing my computer and making all my shit read only. It's funny. Like I'm not very good at this game. And it's a tournament instead of me. I can play the soccer range and pull them around. I guess. I'm not able to control. Yeah, you fucked my shit up again. That's nice, Jay. Good job. You can do this with game developers too, huh? Why would anybody want you on their channel? Or you on Twitch? Yeah, you're on Twitch too, huh? Amazing. And you play games on Twitch, right? Why would you do that to people like me? You're a shapeshifter too, Jay, right? So you can change your shape to look like anything. I've seen you in 8 different ways. You've been bust with me. How many times, Jay? Yeah, my girlfriend from the other world is a shapeshifter. That's not him. She didn't make it though. Well, Trump killed her. Jay killed her. family killed her. She is pride. That I haven't played this game before. infantry versus Ukraine. It'd be horrible. Like me being wiped out. And so, how far in Russia would they go? Better weapons than being able to fight. Or putting weapons that, yeah, a helicopter like a Apache on an Osprey. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, looks like I'm horrible at this game, so I'm gonna try a different game. Looks like this is all on display capture, so it probably will be horrible video. This is my this is my Apex EA account. Nothing's installed because I'm having to fresh install because I had to fresh install this machine. Completely reinstall. I have a lot of stuff in my library, different games I purchased through EA, and also just tried through the 0 Hour series. I loved. It's fun to play. Dead Space and other ones I've played. Titanfall is fun to play. I go to LAN parties sometimes to play Titanfall. A lot of people like Titanfall and Titanfall 2. EA is fun to play. 0 Hour is fun to play. Strategy games. 2142 was fun to play. Battlefield was fun to play. Battlefield 4 was fun to play. Um, Battlefield 5, it was fun to play. I played this. Another thing. There is EA Play. Currently, this is my subscription that does not have EA Play. I have more than one account, and this is the one that's not connected to my EA Play, I believe. This is mine connected to my other email. My other email is connected to EA Play and to EA Play on the machine would be the Xbox Game Pass EA Play version through Xbox Game Pass. And I'm waiting for this to do some updates to see if I can. Xbox Game Pass is up today. And maybe I'm still listed as, supposedly I'm listed on the same list that Jay and Adam are, a sex offender. I don't think I am. My brother was supposedly going to be a sex offender because he dated a girl that when he was 17, she was 15, she had a kid with him, and I had an amazing niece because of that. I guess that's why I'm not on EA Play today is because I don't have my Microsoft contract signed in. And I have some problems because my phone was stolen. I had my iPhone 15 was stolen. It had my Facebook. It and I lost it. I lost Facebook. I lost everything. And supposedly it was in my apartment. Somehow somebody got access when I was sleeping in my apartment. That somehow got access and stole my phone. I was sleeping on a chair because I couldn't find my keys, and I had to. And I slept on a chair, and I had my phone with me. Unfortunately, um, you know, I do the best for me and my family and people I love. But people are evil to me. I can't do jack shit for them, can I? There is the feature response to some other games right now. There's a this theme is open and ready. I'm just gonna probably run a Steam game. Now we have library off of Steam. We got Apex, and then we have Store, and then I wish my EA stuff was working right, but it's not. So I'm working with Steam and Steam powered. But there also, if I can bring up Amazon, getting a gift card for Amazon, um, going through Amazon and getting a gift card for other game stores is kind of difficult for certain games. Amazon has its choices of which ones are working and which ones aren't. These are some flight control games I love to play. That I use a controller that's my I was trying to teach my brother that he could learn to fly a helicopter again, a remote control helicopter, and Real Flight Evolution is a game like that. I might try to play it. I have to find the controller though. And then Ace Combat was a game my girlfriend wanted to play. Uh, it's a flight game, and then also one Real Thunder. She wanted to maybe play that. FFP um, Free Rider is just a drone like trying to control a drone. FFView Skyview is a drone, and then Liftoff is a drone. Then these are all my sim racing games. Um, sim racing Assetto Corsa Connect Garso, Assetto Corsa Evo. I really want Rally on Ballista 2, Cars and Drift, Ice T, Exocross, iRacing. I don't have iRacing subscribed to right now. NASCAR Heat, Project Cars 5, Race Room, X Factor, Rally, um, WRC 10, WRC 6, WRC 9, and right now my sim rig is completely down, so I can't play these games. Then I have my uncategorized games. Just I got some of these games from different times when I bought my Humble Bundle, and then also I purchased games through Steam also. These are games I bought through Humble Bundle and through Steam. And then is Hades. Looks like Hades is installed. I did purchase Hades, but you can also play Hades if you want through the Xbox Game Pass right now. Hades 1 and 2 are available on Xbox Game Pass. And since this didn't work, it's supposed to be an FPS. We'll put that FPS. Um, uh, and then we can play these on DirectX. We can play it on Vulkan, and we can also play it 32-bit. This way, you can play Hades. It's very popular on the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is available to purchase. And there's also the Steam machine, and then I think it's coming to purchase. And then we also have the Steam uh, goggles or VR stuff, and then they also have the Steam other stuff from Steam, the uh, uh, the controller. I have not reviewed any of that stuff. I've had some problems with my own Steam Deck having issues. So I did try this program out for the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi made it where if you look at my YouTube, I can show it to you. It works with the Raspberry Pi, and it will put as many operating systems that fit on an SD card on your SD card, and you just choose the operating systems, and then it will do it the rest of the stuff for it. It's a script that is available for Raspberry Pi. I wish it was available for Steam. Um, it is it's on my YouTube on Spacesbox.com. And then there's also, um, and I learned some other different operating systems that day when I tried that out. And I'm currently streaming still, so and I'm waiting for Hades to launch. I'll switch it back into the mode. Need to make sure that it works in that mode though. So we'll see if and let's see if we can put it up in that mode. And this is using the OBS version 32.12, and I do use the OBS controller from Android and game capture, and then we changed the game capture from Mechabellum to the game Hades. Where's Hades? And let's see if we can find Hades here. Just say Steam. Nah, that's not gonna work. There is Epic Guide desktop game serving. Oh, game capture. You click on that. You can check on your scene. That's display capture. We go to up to main, and we go down to game capture. Game capture is specific window, full screen, appellation, specific window, Steam. I'm gonna look for Hades now. He's there. Then click OK. And Hades should come up on our screen. If it doesn't, then I don't know. Let's go back and see if Hades is running. Okay. Hades is running. Looks like the audio is working right. And I do believe in Jesus Christ and God and Holy Spirit, but if Hades were to take over hell because the devil chose to choose some of the world and ours, let Hades take his place. Because Hades is in this world, versus the devil left among some other world. God chose Poseidon and God are the same.
I forgot something.
Okay. This is Hades. And I'm trying to figure out what button is my attack button because I'm using a controller instead of being my controller that my and let's just explore up. You can go over here.
Paul says here one of the wretched thugs got you. Too bad. They're slow, but they hit pretty hard, I guess.
I haven't, no. Someone's at the desk next to the throne. How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
He's not the non-tailed box, but pretty cute.
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade, boy, is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Yeah, kids.
Nice.
Aren't we a problem?
Don't you have someplace else to be?
Anyway, us kids are difficult, aren't we? I was a cardiologist, son. I did my best. So I screwed up when I went to Olin, and I wish I could have done better there. I wish I could rebuild my trust of the people when I was there as a foreign exchange student. But then there are other places. I've had an amazing time there, and I learned a lot. I wish I could have learned the language Swedish, but when I was 6 years old, I went through speech and hearing, and never able to speak. I speak English pretty good, but learning a different language is really difficult when you have speaking impediment problems, and you slur your speech, and also have issues with speech, and also with the other things related to speech. I'll never be a voice actor, probably.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
I won't forget you, Nix, I swear it.
Yeah, I'm always jealous of some of the people back in Amarillo that could always speak the Texas twang, and I couldn't do that because I learned at speech and hearing. You can learn the Texas twang at speech and hearing. You learn. I just had to speak, and I met this guy named Mickey. It was pretty interesting, but and then I met some other people, and then I just I also was going to a guy because my mom died when I was 7 during a car accident with my sister. I had to go to see the people at Kilgore. So I hate going to therapy now because my dad used to always force me to go to therapy, and I was at therapy saying, "Hey, sir, can we go down to this is right beside a lake, and it has a lake with some ducks and stuff. I wanted to go play with the ducks and see the lake. I didn't want to be in therapy." This is also a game save of Hades. Hades you can play on the Steam Deck really well. It's really fun to play on a game where you can Nintendo started things out with the Game Boy and all these different game consoles, but now the PC has now been able to be ported to a game console, and the Steam Deck was the first of many of those devices that brought the PC to the game console.
Long way to go.
Game console.
I think I'm ready.
To your handheld device.
Stygius, blade of the underworld, I need your strength.
Up for some slicing, huh? Let me give you.
Keep that in mind, mate.
Sweet release.
And then he responds here in a couple seconds.
And we're back.
So it's kind of cool.
Need a key.
Thank you.
That's the stuff. Oh! Wow! Ow! Nice. Whoa!
Not as good as the Apex arrow, or the Indian arrows I learned to shoot when I was a little boy going to Indian Guides in Texas, and Yeah, because Indians are part of Texas.
Whoa!
You know, Texas was the only state of the Union that was a free, independent country at one point. It was a free, independent country for 10 years before it became the Texas, the state of Texas.
Miss me, boyo?
Time to go. That looks like a Daedalus hammer. Enchantments for my weapon.
Piercing, more piercing, perfect shot, twin shot.
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
The spirits in their spirit realm. I'm better with the controller on this game.
They got me. No way to patch up. Got to keep going.
This is why his father gets mad at me for messing stuff up if I'm destroying this thing, I guess. Yeah, I go to church every day, pray, and I go to church to talk about God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. I also go to all the different places at the different churches I've gone to through the years. These people back in Amarillo that have their own church services and places, and they spread the word of God. I meet a lot of people from the Church of the Church of the American churches. I have a voice in my head that's from that church also. Mormons, Church of Mormons. I'm Catholic.
Oh, damn it! Forgot something again.
And when he dies, he comes back here. The only problem is I can never get out sometimes because I didn't know you have to beat the guy you train with 3 or 4 times before you can get out. So you have to go back up there, and that's the only way to get out. I never knew that, so that's a hint for this game. If you ever played Hades, the only way you get out is at the end. You have to go the whole way back up there and go out that door, but you have to kill or beat the guy you train with 3 or 4 times, or 2 at least once, to make it where you'll get out the exit door to escape. This is MichaelGuldeLive. I'm on YouTube, on Facebook, and Twitch, on X, and I'm going to try to come out with, if it ever comes out, with a PeerTube, and the PeerTube will be Spacesbox Media, and I have Spacesbox.com. I do have some stuff about different things on Spacesbox Media, on Spacesbox, related to the issues related to iPhone having excess data, the bus route here in Rancho Santa Maria, the age, and then also the lake, which is right near me, and then in Rancho Santa Maria, and then I did go to CS 2025, 2026, got content at both of those. Did try to go to Compitetion, didn't make it to Compitetion, and then also went to other events. I did go to IGN, and when I went to the IGN, I came home from IGN, and my computer somehow broke, my laptop, and it was broken for a whole year before it got working again. Then it came back and worked for 6 months, and then it supposedly died again. It was a gigabyte board, and the two memory cards from that laptop live on in this machine right now. The 512 SSD, and the SSD was 2 terabyte, is in this machine, and that's why this machine has its data, or it's a 4 terabyte and a 2 terabyte and a 512. Anyway, it's in this machine. It's not in the gigabyte machine anymore.
You're back.
And these are all things that Hades thinks are pretty cool. I guess he's Hades' son, and these are his things. And this is his chamber. You can never get in his
That's
chamber.
well off limits, boy.
Yeah, you can't go into his chamber. And there's some type of area. I thought this is where you get to the other world. Is it comes in here and then it sends you through a vortex to the other world. I guess it doesn't. And then it has the doggy that you can talk to if you want. You can also talk to this lady. You can't really go back into the bloodwater, and I really don't want to go back into the bloodwater because when I usually see my own blood, I pass out, but sometimes I don't. I had to work in my dad's office as a cardiologist, and it was kind of tough working on it. Some people said it was an unclean lab. It was the cleanest lab there was, and we took care of our patients. We had no deaths in the patient, and that's our instinct here. My dad was really proud of that. We did transfer some really sick people to the hospital, though. And then, yeah. And this is the mirror that you can look at. I think I might have, I don't have, yeah, I have 10%, it looks like.
Can't afford that.
Yep, 10% doesn't give me anything. And if I want to, I go through my bed, I guess. Well, guess I can't. This is his room. And then I go up to the training chambers. This is the training chambers for his son. And also he can go out here and listen to the population of Hades, I guess.
I won't back down. Not now or ever.
And then we do have these different weapons that Hades can have access. He can access his sword. He can access his arrows, and you have to get better acquainted to have access to these higher level weapons. It's a 3 and a 4. So
My blade.
yeah, and then I can use the arrow, and then we go train with this guy because I think I have to train with him before I can escape.
One more time.
Or maybe I can't escape. I guess I can't escape without training. I thought you had to train with that guy to escape.
Crashing waves. A trident. It's Uncle Number 2.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Looks like I caught a big one. Yeah. The power of the sea should be of help.
Anyway, and I guess this is how to get out of Hades, maybe, but it won't take me anywhere. Back to the living world of the living. I do believe in God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit and Holy Ghost, and I believe in the devil, but I'm not a big fan of him. Supposedly the devil in my head is a devil that lives on his own planet called hell, and the devil lives in our level. Every time I send this guy to God, God says, "Are you my son?" And he says, he doesn't answer that question. And God's son is the devil, and because he's a fallen angel, and he's and Jesus is the angel, and so is guy that Muhammad and other religious dignitaries are sometimes are angels or been brought up to the angel level status.
How'd that happen?
Or prophets in their own targets.
Get out of here. Who keeps fixing that? Wretches. tonight. Thought I'd just pop back in.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, guys. Let's look at some other stuff real quick. And this is Hades. I don't know who independently developed this game. I do have a game that I really liked. That I saw at IGN the time I went to IGN. They had a game called. It was about growing plants and growing vegetables and surviving. I don't know if it's out yet. It's on Spaces on my channel. That is Spaces Gameplay and Reviews. It was done on Unreal 5 engine. Looks like a pretty cool game because it was for vegans who are vegan and like playing games where they can grow their own vegetables and plants. And I do have VeganWorks as a channel on YouTube, and I also have Cooking with Space AKGo, and I have 13 different YouTube channels. And I have also my dad's channel that's Heart Institute for Care, and I do have his website, Heart Institute for Care, and other channels. And I'll go back into the display capture. This is working right. Display capture should show this screen right now. This is the only screen I have. I only have one monitor right now. And then I can also hook up my monitor too if I use GlideX to my phone. GlideX is a free app. You can buy it in the App Store. You don't have to have the App Store where you're logged into Microsoft to use. Some things that are free, you can get free off the App Store. This is called GlideX. You can open it. GlideX will allow you to it's similar to the app on the Windows App Store is called this Access Your Mobile Device Here, Android and iPhone. It's similar to that app, but it's an app from Aces Tech company. And you open it through here, and you control it. The App Store has Home, Apps, Games, AI Hub, and that. And then also there is Xbox that is on here also. I'm currently not signed into X through Microsoft, and I do have Xbox Game Pass. And then I had some problems with my machine having people put read-only on stuff, so I decided not to be in the Microsoft economy until I can find out how somebody's been able to get an access. I am an administrator. I learned to become one through the University of Amarillo College, and Amarillo College taught me networking. I learned networking and administration, and somebody were remotely administrating that machine. And I don't know if it was Jay. I don't know. It might be Wally the pig, or Wally the dog. I don't know. There is other apps. There's another way you can install apps onto this to the Microsoft stuff. There is that it's called Chris Titus Tech has an app that can install apps. It's a pretty cool game app. You can install various apps through your things. And then there is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and their program that my girlfriend wanted to fly because she wants to learn to fly. She was a pterodactyl or something maybe, but she liked it because of Microsoft's Flight Simulator. She wanted to learn to fly. One of my nephews loves this game. He at one point thought about going into the Air Force or into the Navy. I don't know if I guess he's decided not to. He works at some place I don't know. Anyway. And then we do have where we can sign the Microsoft account. And then we have EA, currently Apex Legends. These are all the people. I have a lot of people on my Apex Legends. This is my Space Acer account. This is my, I do have another account that is connected to that is MichaelGuldeLive, and it has more games and stuff. I have 2 accounts through EA, and I purchased games on both accounts, so I could have a friend play with me. And then there's Epic. I did have games on Epic. I don't know where they went off to. The Epic does have the Unreal Engine, what's really cool. It has, I guess, Fab now. I don't know what Fab does. Unreal Engine is really cool. They just recently did a big conference on the Unreal Engine, and then there's also the other engine what competes with Unreal Engine. It's called the don't know the name. And there's like 3 or 4 different engines. They sell them all in the bundle. Uh, Ways to program all of these different engines. And our engines are how to actually play, learn to um, yeah, to develop games. And I think gaming might be the new oil of this new century, and oil the new century being that gaming makes a lot of money if it can you can develop a game that's usually popular, like Apex Legends is. So is the other one I play. I think it's the mech game play, and then some other ones, and then CGN IGN All World Blazing was a pretty cool game I used to play, and I played RC Flight type game in the Epic Game Store. And then the Epic Game Store is the, and then there's other game stores. I do have the uh, GOG, Epic. I have them all installed at one point. But now this has been a new install, so I have to reinstall everything still. And I'm running out of space because I just don't have enough space on this machine because I'm using it also because I have a printer to the right of me. It's my laser printer I found in the trash. I've been using that to print stuff, and then I have another DeskJet 8600 that I found in the trash. And I've tried to get it working, but the print heads won't work. Did get new ink though. I found remanufactured ink, remanufactured um, uh, heads, tried the manufacturer's heads. They didn't work, but the ink should work. I can't get that printer to work. I did get the printer, the laser printer to work for now. I did send some cards and letters out through the laser printer I found as a 200 series laser. And then I did have a big story on my YouTube, on Spacesbox YouTube. It is the Pantex laser. And I did a lot of support taking care of people on the Panten, and then also selling them products through affiliate marketing through um, uh, Amazon. I did make like $30 or $22 on affiliate purchases through that app. That on, and then I have sold other things on my different channels. And so if I made $22 on selling stuff through Amazon, shouldn't I have made more money? I should have, but Amazon's giving me problems. I don't know. This is Spaces Box currently, as I've said before. This is the Disney Plus, and then I don't have. I can probably go HBO Max is the other one. If they're shipped into space and we have them, I don't know why we won't want to sell to them. And I don't know if they're shipped in space or not, but we have all this nice content. Why won't we sell it to them instead of getting raped from us? From other worlds. Like this is HBO Max. This is Disney Plus, and this is Netflix, and this is ESPN. Looks like France versus Spain. Spain won. We're waiting for England versus Argentina. Wonder who's going to win there. There's the EA. There's my MichaelGuldeLive, who be Michael Gulde linking page. And this is me on Amazon having issues trying to get them to work. My account on Google. I have actually 4 accounts on Google right now, or active. I have my phone is on one account. I have Michael Gulde on G, and then I have 2 other accounts because of my phone, and then I made some other accounts previously, and then I also have my different YouTube channels. And then the DNS, the stuff I'm having problems with Hostinger. If you do look at my linking page on Michael Gulde, you will see that I was with certified hosting, then I was with performance, and then I got ported over to exact. I've had some problems with exact, and then I personally went and found Hostinger. I'm having some problems with Hostinger. I don't know if I'm just having a bad day because I'm not a popular guy. And I will say, unfortunately, there is stuff on here which shows Pornhub. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not going to show it to you. That's personal. I am a guy. I'm single. I am over 54 years old, and sometimes I do have needs. I'm sorry. If you look at my Pornhub thing on YouTube, though, it deals with the guy who got killed and his girlfriend. It does not have any porn in it. It has me. I have my shorts on, shoes on. I just don't have a shirt on. I'm trying to go to. Yeah, and I mean, I'm using the Firefox browser, so I can just use that instead. There is Google, looks like Amazon, Bing, DuckDuckGo. So I'm gonna use DuckDuckGo because I'm not real big fan of Google right now because I think they've been screwing me. So I'm using DuckDuckGo, and I'm gonna say, um, what were we looking for? I was thinking, let's go PeerTube. Show you what it is. PeerTube is PeerTube TV, and this is just looks like YouTube, just different content. And then, my peer tube would just be my content, and if anybody wants to join me, I'd have to find a way to make it where they make money and I make money. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm still, and that would be with spacesboxmedia.com. Currently, if we go to Spacesbox Media, it should bring me to a page, landing page. Yep, landing page on name.com, and that's how name.com landing pages look like. And then if we go to other page, let's go to Michael Gulde, content, spaces box media.com. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere yet. I haven't hooked it up to the to Hostinger. There's also spaces Michael Gulde and um, and spaces box media. And it says Hostinger. And then I do bank sometimes with GreenFi. Um, I do some other things with Capital One. I do some other things with um, USAA. USAA has had some problems with me. If you go into my folder, um, my, regarding to the President January 6th and President Trump, I have different things I put in there because of Donald Trump. And that is listed on my X, and that is listed on different on the page on on spacesbox.com. A link for downloading the whole folder. Like this, we can do this now, and I'll show it to you. And I'm not trying to defame Donald Trump. I don't mind the guy. Like I said, when I was going just after I got out of Salvation Army and I was, homeless and finally got myself good. I was trying. I read this book called "Win Friends and Influence People," and so I wrote to Donald Trump. I wrote to a few people and for friends and family, and one of them was for Donald Trump because my brother loved his book. When make everybody rich, I guess, with Kiyosaki, and that's why I wrote to him. Also I was trying to write to Kiyosaki, never got a hold of Kiyosaki, but my brother loved both of them, and I wanted him to send him a gift or write him a letter. And my problem was January 6th and how and my car being damaged, and also if on the January 6th thing, my issue with January 6th is it could have been avoidable and people shouldn't have died on January 6th. The people that were killed because they got uh, basically pressed to death. Some imps died that day and they came back. The ones that were human, they died. like physically, perished. Looks like somebody has been editing my stuff because this shouldn't be up here. And it should have a January 6th folder. It does have a link for January 6th and my press credentials. And then it should have the January 6th and me changing the title to January 6th attack on the Capitol and damage attack on my SUV from the open letter to the Republican Party, Lincoln, Reagan, Bush, Schwarzenegger, Roosevelt, Trump regarding Trump in the future, and Proud Uncle 2. And then I did some updates from looking for. I thought the Capitol only was attacked during the British time, and the Capitol also was attacked during this January 6th. I was wrong. These are some updates I found on Google and update. This mostly written on me. Some of it is ChatGPT, but mostly it's written on me. And I don't know if somebody's been editing my stuff. Since for some odd reason my stuff gets edited. Don't know why. Huh. Freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of all the things we have in our Constitution. I guess it's no valid anymore. We have slavery in the United States again, I guess. Why should we have that? Freedom, while we have all these freedoms we guard so sacredly, do we guard and fight for them? Is ICE throwing out all these illegal aliens? Why aren't they throwing out all these illegal imps? Anyway, looks like I'm going to go to my donation page and then in my post. Have a great day, guys. Sorry for being an asshole to people today. I'm trying to be good to most people I've been good to, and I hope I can hopefully influence and treat you the best. You treat me good, I treat you good. If you treat me like shit, I'll treat you like shit. I'm that way. I I've always been good to people. I've never tried to be evil, and if people wanted me to be evil, then be evil to me. Have a nice day, guys. Talk to you later.